Issuing your own 1099s might be a little nerve-wracking, and all of the what ifs floating around may have you at the end of your wits, but don't worry, I'm going to walk through with you some of the biggest issues that I've run into issuing 1099s for several of my clients over the years. And one of them is that my clients have not had any sort of subcontractor agreement or onboarding package where subs have to provide W-9s in advance. And in error, my clients or business owners have issued payments to individuals who do not want to supply their W-9 in order to have or receive a 1099. Now, problems with this are that is typically the case when they are not wanting to claim the income that you gave to them, or they're not a U.S. resident, and so they don't have the right or correct information to provide to you in order for you to issue a 1099, and they're worried, they're scared. So if this is the case, what you need to do is inform them that it is an IRS requirement, and in order to be compliant with IRS guidelines, you have to issue a 1099 to individuals who are providing your company a service, and it is their responsibility to report the income and pay taxes on that income. Now, if they are still at a point where they are not willing to provide you a W-9, you just need to let them know that going forward, if you're to use them for services, that you'll be withholding 24% of their income to report to the IRS on their behalf. Now, downside to this is the energy, time, and commitment it takes to calculating out 24% of every payment, making sure that you're withholding the right amount, and it's just a pain, to be honest. So honestly, if any of my clients are working with individuals who do not provide a W-9, I encourage them to not work with them going forward. Now, for this situation, if they are fine with not providing you a W-9 and with having the backup withholding, you just need to make sure to document that you have made efforts on this, and this day in this, and this form. And then I would also make sure that you make some sort of formal written request showing that you have made an attempt to acquire a W-9 from them on repeated occasions and they just have not complied. Now, what if the contractor or subcontractor separately disputes the 1099 amount that you have written down? If you have issued a 1099 and they are unhappy with the amount or it doesn't match their records, what you need to do is just go back to your accounting software or to your accounting files and look at the payments that you made to that. If that was paid in multiple different ways, you're only going to want to report the payments made in cash, check, or ACH transfer. Anything that was paid via credit card or a third-party processing, they'll receive their own 1099 from that company. If you find that you made a mistake, which we all make mistakes, it happens from time to time, and I myself within my firm have made errors, and what you need to do at that point is just refile the 1099 as a corrected form. You'll do that either through your third-party software, through your accounting software if you issued it through QuickBooks Online. In addition to that, if you have handwritten your 1099s and sent them off to the IRS, and just as a reminder, if you're issuing more than 10 1099s, then you need to electronically file for the 2024 year and going forward. If you have handwritten, just make sure that you check the box that says that it's a corrected 1099. You want to also compare it against the W-9 that they provided to ensure that you have listed the correct address, name, social security number, or how they register their company to ensure that you have the form completely accurate. And communication is key. Something that you have to realize is individuals who are disputing the amount that you issued them, they are often concerned that they're going to have to pay additional taxes because of some information that is incorrect being provided to the IRS. So what you can do and what we've done historically for our clients is we've just scheduled a meeting with the vendor to go over what our records show versus what their records show and find out where the error is. Either they maybe received the payment against the wrong customer, maybe their calculations were off, or maybe your calculations were off. But you never know until you investigate it, right? So do your due diligence, make sure that your vendors are feeling heard and you're able to work it out with them, and try to get in the habit of acquiring a W-9 before any payments are made to vendors.